All right, land doctrine. We want to be... I like artillery for smaller countries, because artillery is... Like, you're not going to be building a lot of tanks and planes and shit like that. There's no point going for mass assault, because I don't think we've got the manpower for it quite so much. I mean, I'm just worried that we'll run out of people, quite honestly. Grand battle plan is for taking it nice and slow. That's very tempting, but a lot of the stuff in here is about mechanized stuff. And having said that, it is pretty good for infantry. As to the organization of infantry, nighttime, supply consumption goes down. So we might go for grand battle plan, which is the sort of British way. Mobile is more the German way. Obviously, that's all about motorized and tanks. We're definitely not going that way. Superior firepower is having a shitload of artillery and stuff like that. Army gets extra soft attack, recon companies, more stuff for your tanks and armor variants, shock and awe. I don't think we're ever going to be shock and awe kind of people. We might go for grand battle plan, because that'll help us dig in too, and we may well be doing a lot of digging in. So let's go down that road. So we got motorized. Now we can research logistics. And then we can start expanding our infantry. Now, people will be saying, Pyrion, why aren't you exercising your troops? The reason I don't like going for the exercising of troops in the small countries, and I'm sure someone will point out why this is wrong, I'd like to know why, is because you end up using a lot of your limited production, making replacement equipment rather than training troops. So what I'd rather do is... Some of the guys you get give you extra experience. Some of the national focuses you can get give you extra experience. You just need to get them to a certain point when they've got enough, you know what I mean? When they've got enough to have maybe an artillery company, maybe logistics, maybe an engineer, maybe, you know, one or two more divisions. And then once you start a war, the fighting gives you so much experience anyway that as long as it's an enemy that you feel you can overcome quite easily, and I feel that Iraq and Saudi Arabia should be an easy foe for us, we'll get enough experience out of those battles that we can keep rolling from there. We're getting to the point actually where with 15 factories, I want to start building some military factories. We get some for free, but let's crank out some. All right, so now we go armament, baby. Get another building slot and a free military factory. Grand battle plan, max planning plus 30, and then a bit more defense. And then grand assault, that's a pretty good one. Oh, we can get extra equipment here for our support weapons. That's nice. 36 days, bingo bango. We don't want to get them on the border yet. We're going to start justifying war soon. Doctrine effort gives us some extra army experience. We got 25, that's nice. Armament effort, get another factory, bosh that out. Export focus. So if we go free trade, that gives us extra construction speed, extra factory output. Our research time goes down. At the moment, only 50% of our resources. If we go for limited exports, I mean, we don't have anything anyway. So if we go free trade, it's kind of tempting. But I think what we'll actually do is we'll go for limited conscription, and we'll have some more people because we're running low on dudes. Or we could join the Nazis. Let's do that after we've taken Iraq and stuff. We want to capture stuff. We don't want it to be part of some war where the Germans would lay claim to it. We want to nick some stuff ourselves first, you know what I'm saying? Mountain troops would be good for us as well because we have a lot of mountains. And that's 168 days. So let's get some mountaineers. We want support artillery and a logistics company. Save it. So we're very slowly churning everything out. We need aluminium, rubber, and tungsten. So let's get some of those. Aluminium. I'm going to trade with the Germans. Tungsten. Who's got tungsten for me? We'll take it from Portugal. And rubber, wouldn't it? We'll trade for that with the British Raj. No, Dutch East Indies, Brazil. We'll get it from Brazil. Hopefully that's going to help out with our production. Sick. We are pumping this shit out now. Our 4 military factories are working around the clock. So we've got war economy, we've got export focus, we've got limited conscription. Let's go for Hassan Majid Firuz. Nationalism. Militarism. Good for the spirit. We've got to raise that national unity. It's only 70%. So what are they missing? They're missing 20 units of towed artillery, 16 support equipment, and 4 motorized. They are green, these lads, though. Maybe we do start exercising them now. Do you know what, boys? You need to start preparing for battle. We need to get you leveled up. Militarism. Modify the government. Let's bring in some army people. Infantry expert. That's what we're all about. They're trained. Stop exercising right now. It's very costly. Gotta make some tanks. That's our next big gambit. Right. Let's start justifying war with Iraq. 250 days. That's how long till we get ready. To the border, men! The future belongs to the new Persian Empire. God damn it. National focus. Military youth. Extra 2% population. Yeah. Oh, look, we're up to 860,000 already. And we're only on limited conscription. This is good. For a small country, this is really good. That's the offensive line that you will take on that glorious day, not too long from now, when we go steamrolling in and take everything. I mean, this Persia should basically be written across this whole region like this. Just Persia, like that. That's how important the new Persian Empire is. Yes, the ZBVZ30. It's a catchy name for a gun. Look at that, we're up to 1.12 million people. Paramilitarism. Division training time minus 10%. Lovely. How's our construction coming along? We're into the military factories. But look at that, because we've got 14, we got plenty of civilian factories. Some of them are going to trade, but so we're using some of them here for building, which is just fantastic. Who are we friendly with? Let's improve our relations with Germany. Oh, they're going for Danzig or war. Oh, they're getting to like us. We don't want to join the Axis just yet. I wonder what these Iraqi troops are like. Are they any good? German Reich declared war on Poland. Here we go. Poland join the Allies. It's war. It's like watching Pac-Man eat power balls. National focus. Ideological fanaticism. Hell yeah. What are we lacking? Steel. 1 steel. We can live with that. Oh, we're getting there. 14th of December. Perfect. That's good weather in the desert. Poland gave up already. German, oh my god, it's all kicking off. Wow, the PRC gave up. Holy moly. Japan is doing it. You don't normally get this. Normally, the AI fails horribly in China. We need to be efficient. All right, so we've got war economy, export focus, limited conscription. I'm happy with that. What else can we get? Airborne assault. No, we don't really need that. Ground support expert, all weather. Bad weather penalty. That's good in the desert. Being ready to deal with sandstorms. Very important. Belgium joined the Allies. German Reich went to war with Belgium. Netherlands quit already. USSR, all right, so they honored the agreement. Wow, wow, whoa, wow. Look at the Germans go. They're through the Maginot already. Oh yeah, just in time. Grand battle plan, I'll say so. Arming experience +5, that's always good. How's our constructions coming along? Nice. What do we want for? We've got extra oil. Aluminium, rubber. So we need steel. This is going to be the story of our war, quite honestly. Could we have more steel, please, Germany? Thank you. The fall of Paris. And the Romanians have joined. That's good news. Oh, God, that was quick. So Europe has gone full Nazi. Just in time for us to take over the Middle East. The fall of Nanjing. So Japan is whipping China's ass as well. Everything's coming up axes. Oh, we're coming up on I-Day. Do it! Execute Plan Delta. Look at our troops go. The Iraqis never stood a chance. All right, let's, all right, stop. We're all about light aircraft. That's our thing. National focus. Let's start building up our air force. We're going to need one. Missing equipment. Close air support. Oh, we must have lost one. We've got some free military factories. All right, so let's recruit. So our armored divisions are currently look like this. Let's add engineer and logistics into that bad boy. So that's our new armored division. Mountaineers. It's expensive, but we're going to need them. These are going to be important troops going forward. Missing equipment production, close air support, and light tank. Yeah. All right, so we need light tanks. We're about to get light tanks 2, which kind of means we should probably hold off, actually, on making any light tank 1s. Because we'll just have to replace them in a month anyway. So we'll just sit on this right now. Dang, they got motorized troops. Well, Germany's going after Scandinavia. Brave. Gonna need you lads down here. Oh, hello. We're gonna take the lot. Nicely done. Nicely done. Hassan Arfa. And he's developed Desert Fox. Perfect. Next up, Saudi Arabia. We'll join the Axis eventually, but not just yet. Research. Let's keep cracking on with the old industrial stuff. Free military factories, that's nice. That's because we nabbed some from the Iraqis. We have no naval dockyards. We do lack steel, so let's try and get some more steel. Who's got steel to trade? Germany, my old friend. How much do we need? 11 steel. We'll have to make do with this. How's the old constructions coming along? Got to repair the infrastructure in Baghdad, building some more military factories, of course. All right, so let's build some forts. I don't really want to go to war with Britain without making them fight into forts. And the same is true of Russia. I'm planning to stick mountain men on here, so we're not going to fortify that. But we're going to need to fortify this border a bit. Hopefully the Turks won't dogpile in on us. Let's go for fighter focus. Still got 3 military factories. How close are we to tanked 2? 8 days. We want to get decryption and encryption. That's really handy. And when you fight smaller nations, they generally don't seem to have a huge amount of encryption and decryption. You get a big advantage in combat. Look at this guy. Abdulaziz ibn Saud. Look how happy he is. Well, he's not going to be happy on the 9th of July of 1940 because we're going to steamroll his country. No offense, but that's our plan. Recruit and deploy. We can train at most 100,000 men, capped by max manpower in the field. 75% of 128, minimum 100k. Interesting. Wonder where that is. I thought when you were a fascist, you could do what you like. What are we missing? 1 steel, 6 steel. Oh, we can do with that. All right, production. Let's make some light tanks. I kind of like the fact that you have to really carefully balance how you build stuff when you've got fairly limited resources. You know, you've got to sort of be quite careful with what you build. So we're currently making tanks. That's good. Still have 3 military factories. Oh, that's because we just built one. Support equipment is always important to have. Steel is an issue. Do need steel. Where's somewhere we could go that has steel? Nowhere in Africa. Oh, apart from that. Oh, yeah. That northern coast there. We might just have to trade for it. It's going to be really hard. Or we could go into India, actually. India's got a lot of resources. Ooh, do we go east and fight the British Raj? That's the play. Get this port here as well. I'm sure there was one that gave you some new air bases. Yeah, adds air bases in Tehran. That would be good. Once we've got Saudi Arabia, then we're going to join the Axis. And we'll take Oman and Yemen as well, just for the lulls. Go! Go, my brave warriors! Oh, I never gave you an order. All right, wait. Give it a time. Give a bit of time. Division's still preparing. Actually, fuck it. I think we'll just win anyway. I think we just steamroll them, honestly. All right, let's research. Breakthrough and soft attack. We're all about the soft attack. Japan declared war on Siam. Took Riyadh. Uncontested. Leon Trotsky got killed. Sucks for him. They've got to quit ski any second now. Oh. Crushing. Crushing. There we go. Bingo. Yeah, New Persia's looking good. We are going to... Let me think about this. Who's most likely to go to war with us? You lads are desert foxes. So, I want you... Half of you are going to be on this border. You lads are going to be on that border. No national focus. Doctrine? Yeah, we'll improve our doctrine speed a little bit. Free civilian factories. All right, let's see what we got out of that. So we got... We're not building anything. We need to improve our infrastructure a wee bit because it's terrible. Let's do that. Infrastructure is fairly quick to build. So I think it makes sense for us to improve it because otherwise we're just going to lose so much to attrition. All right, let's see. Modify the government. So if we go for limited exports, we'll keep more of the resources we have, but we don't really have any. So this increases our factory output, construction speed, and our research time. If we go for free trade, it goes up even more. But more of our resources go to market. But the way I see it, we don't bloody have any. So we may as well go for that and just improve our output and our research and stuff like that. Like, we're not a nation that can be hoarding. We're nowhere near that. I'm kind of tempted to go for free trade. Someone tell me why that's a bad idea. I don't know.